morning children, this is Neeraj Sharma, your general knowledge teacher. Today in this class we are going to talk about some Indian scientists and their inventions, which is given on your page 22 of general knowledge book for grade 7. So with our first scientist we have S. Chandrasekhar. Children, I will tell you the full form of his name. S. Chandrasekhar refers to Subramanian Chandrasekhar. He was a famous physicist, and he came up with mathematical theory of black holes, for which he received the Nobel Prize also in physics in the year 1983. This person, his name is Subramanian Chandrasekhar, and he was born on 19th October 1910 in Lahore, Pakistan. Okay, and he is famous for the discovery of Chandrasekhar limit. First of all, he received his Nobel Prize for black holes. What do you mean by black holes? Black holes, he actually discovered that massive stars can collapse under their own gravity to reach enormous or even infinite densities, and these stars today we call them as black holes. Okay, and he received this Nobel Prize actually for his studies on the physical processes that are important to the structure and evolution of stars. So you can remember that he received his Nobel Prize for his work on stars. Okay, and he is famous for the discovery of Chandrasekhar limit. This Chandrasekhar limit is actually the unit, or we can say the maximum mass of a stable white dwarf star. Okay, this limit, this is a mathematical term that you will learn in your later classes, in your higher classes. Just remember that he discovered some mathematical term, unit or value, which is the maximum mass of a stable white dwarf star. Okay, so he is a famous physicist, Subramanian Chandrasekhar. Just look at his picture, and he received Nobel Prize in physics for discovery or for the study on black holes. Okay, now let's move to the second person, C.V. Raman. Sir C.V. Raman, what is the full form of C.V. Raman? Children, the full form of C.V. Raman is Chandrasekhar Venkata Raman. Chandrasekhar Venkata Raman. He was an Indian physicist whose work contributed substantially to the field of light scattering, which earned him Nobel Prize in Physics in the year 1930. He was also a Nobel Prize winner. He was also a physicist, and he studied the field of light scattering. Light scattering means actually with his student K.S. Krishnan, he discovered that when light rays passes through transparent material, they get deflected and their wavelength and amplitude change. Some of their deflected light changes the wavelength and amplitude. Okay, and it will be interesting for you to know that this Venkata Raman Radhakrishnan was son of Sir C.V. Raman. You will study about Venkata Raman Radhakrishnan later on. Okay, so this was C.V. Raman. Just look at his picture. Okay, he was the first Asian to receive a Nobel Prize in the field of physics. This is very important. He was the first Asian to receive a Nobel Prize in the field of physics. Children, who received Nobel Prize? Nobel Prize is the highest prize that is given to a person for his achievement in a different kind of field. Fine, for his or her excellence in some field. Now coming to our next person, Venkata Raman Radhakrishnan. This person, just look at his face, Venkata Raman Radhakrishnan. He was actually born on 18th of May 1929 at Madras, and he was actually a space scientist. Okay, he was a space scientist. He was an Indian born molecular biologist and physicist, one who studies about biology as well as physics. Biology is a subject that you are going to study in your higher classes. Also physics also you are going to study in science subjects. He was studying on both of them, and he received a Nobel Prize in 2009 for his work on the structure and functions of ribosomes. He and his team were actually the first to calculate the magnetic field of Jupiter, and he worked on pulsars, on atomic hydrogen, and it will be a surprise to you will be surprised to know that he studied from IISc Bangalore, which is one of the topmost institutes today of India, and he is also cousin of Subramanian Chandrasekhar, the very first person we have studied about. This Venkataraman Radhakrishnan was cousin of that person, and he is son of Sir C.V. Raman. So basically all the three persons that we have studied so far are in relation to each other, okay, and the best part is they all are Nobel Prize winners. Now coming to J.C. Bose. He was born on 30th November 1858, and he was a plant physiologist and physicist who invented highly sensitive instruments for recording minute responses by living organisms to external factors. This invention helped him in drawing similarities between animal and plant tissues. Children, he is also known as the father of wireless telecommunication, as he had invented the Mercury radio wave receiver, okay, and because of which he could calculate the responses by the living organisms. Also it helped him in studying the similarities between animal and plant tissues. We all are made up of some tissues, okay, the small tissues. He was able to notice the similarity between the tissues of animals and plants with his invention. And the sad part was that though he was the first one to show the wireless signaling in 1895, but he could not receive the Nobel Prize for it. So the fourth person that we are studying today, he could not receive the Nobel Prize. Rest of them received the Nobel Prize in their respective fields. The Nobel Prize for wireless communication in physics was given to Guglielmo Marconi in 1909 and not him. Okay, this is point to be noticed that he did not receive Nobel Prize for his work, though he was the first one to submit his work. Now in this particular session we are going to identify some of the famous Indian scientists. I will show you their characteristic. I will show you some of the feature you have to recognize who is the person. He is known as the father of India's space program. Who is he? Who is known as India's father of India's space program? Just try to recall and try to name him. The correct answer is Vikram Sarabhai. I would like to tell you about him that he was a great institution builder, and he founded the Physical Research Laboratory in Ahmedabad on November 11 in the year 1947, and he founded ISRO, ISRO. You must have read it somewhere. ISRO, Indian Space Research Organization, which eventually became the largest government space agency in the world. Fine, he founded ISRO, which is right now the largest government space agency. Okay, Vikram Sarabhai. Now your next question is, he is known as the father of India's nuclear program. Who is he? Who is known as the father of India's nuclear program? We are talking about the nuclear program. The correct answer is Homi J. Bhabha. He was also a physicist, and he founded two institutions, TIFR, and BARC, BARC. Okay, TIFR, it's in Mumbai, I think, right now. And the full form of TIFR is Tata Institute of Fundamental Research, and the full form of BARC is Bhabha Atomic Research Center. It is named after his name only, Bhabha Atomic Research Center. Both the institutes till today are working great in the field of research, and they are best government organizations for the research. They are the best research centers. Okay. Now coming to the last person, he is known as the Missile Man of India. Who is he? You have studied about him in many of the classes in your schools, in newspapers. He has been our former president also from year 2002 to 2007. Just try to recall his name. He is APJ Abdul Kalam. I think all of you know this person, APJ Abdul Kalam. He was actually born on 15th October 1931, and as I told you, he has been our former president from year 2002 to 2007. He was born and raised in Rameswaram, Tamil Nadu, and he studied physics and aerospace engineering. He was a brilliant student in physics and aerospace engineering, and he came to be known as Missile Man for his work on the development of ballistic missile and the launch vehicle technology. Okay, he came to be known as Missile Man for his work on the development of ballistic missile and launch vehicle technology. Also, he has written many of the books. I will suggest you to read Wings of Fire, written by APJ Abdul Kalam, and he is great inspiration to all the students, all people all over India. That's all in this class, children. Just go through the names again, go through these questions. If you have any doubt, just drop in the comment box. Thank you.